Giant Pacific octopus. Before you picture something small, picture a wingspan wider than a car. Largest octopus on Earth. Arms stretching 4 meters, each sucker strong enough to hold 16 kilos. And it has hundreds. If it wraps 2 arms around your wrist, you're not pulling free. It also recognizes human faces. Scientists ran a test. One keeper fed them daily, another poked them with a stick. 2 weeks later, wearing identical uniforms, the octopuses reacted differently to each person. They remembered. They held a grudge. No skeleton, none, which means it squeezes its entire body through any opening wider than its beak. Roughly the size of a walnut. A 50-kilo animal through a gap your fist fits. Would you rather face a giant Pacific octopus or a shark? 4 meters of arms, a grudge, and no bones. Coconut octopus. It uses tools, deliberately with a plan. It collects empty coconut shells from the seafloor, tucks them under its body, and carries them on 2 tentacles, walking upright to the next location. It doesn't eat the shell, it's saving it for later. That's not instinct, that's planning for a future event. When threatened, it pulls the shell halves together like armor and waits inside. Researchers called it the first documented tool use in an invertebrate. No spine, no centralized brain, planning ahead. The bipedal walk while carrying the shell looks so deliberate that the first researchers to film it thought something was wrong with the footage. Is using a tool you collected a sign of intelligence, or just instinct? Where's the line? Drop your answer. No backbone, no brain as we understand it, and it packs a bag before going out. Glass octopus. You can see straight through it. Not translucent, transparent. Only the optic nerves, eyeballs, and digestive tract visible. Hold still. It effectively disappears. It lives in the twilight zone between 200 and 1,000 meters deep. Too dark to hide against the bottom, not dark enough to hide against the surface. Transparency solves both problems at once. In 2021, a research vessel near the Pacific Islands filmed one alive for the first time in sharp detail. Before that, almost everything scientists knew came from the stomach contents of animals that had eaten one. We learned more about it from its predator's digestion than direct observation. Does that detail make it more or less unsettling to you? Invisible, living in permanent twilight, known mostly from its enemies' stomachs. The glass octopus didn't want to be found. Blue-ringed octopus. Size of a golf ball. One of the most venomous animals alive. You wouldn't feel the bite. No pain, no immediate reaction. Just a tiny puncture most victims miss entirely. Then, between 5 and 30 minutes later, the paralysis starts. That's not the scary part. Venom 1,000 times stronger than cyanide. One animal carries enough to paralyze 26 adults. No antidote exists. The only treatment is a ventilator keeping you breathing while the toxin clears. Hours later, fully conscious. The blue rings only appear right before it strikes. Most people see them too late. It lives in rock pools and shallow reefs, the spots where kids pick up shells. Could you spot one before touching it? Golf ball sized. Invisible bite, no antidote, hidden in the shallow end. Mimic octopus. It doesn't just hide, it picks a disguise. Most octopuses blend into backgrounds. This one identifies the approaching predator, then impersonates something that predator fears. Damselfish nearby. It undulates like a flatfish. Something larger. Tucks 6 arms, waves 2 like a sea snake. Documented impersonating at least 15 different species, each chosen in the moment. That's not a reflex, that's a decision. Discovered only in 1998 off Indonesia. For all of human history before that, it was out there doing this, and nobody knew. Sea snake or lionfish? Which impersonation works better? Drop it below. The ocean built a shapeshifter that reads threats and picks a character. That's not camouflage, that's theater. Dumbo octopus, named after a Disney elephant, lives deeper than most submarines reach. In 2020, researchers filmed one 6.9 kilometers beneath the Indian Ocean, nearly twice the depth of the Titanic wreck. At that pressure 700 times greater than sea level, an unprotected human would be crushed instantly. The Dumbo octopus lives there permanently, and it looks like a children's cartoon. Two fins shaped exactly like ears, soft, translucent body, swallows prey whole without a fight. It has never survived in an aquarium. The pressure change kills it. Every image you've seen was captured in total darkness, kilometers below the surface. You will never see one in a zoo, ever. What Disney character would you name? Genuinely curious. Cartoon ears, Titanic depth, never kept alive at the surface.